I know it's an uncomfortable topic, but it's something we need to address as a society to help. But the trans thing, we got to talk about this. It's your buddy Muji's Magic here, and we're going to watch a TikTok of this person who he decided to go through a transition to try to be a girl at 19. Well, he was an adult, right? So legally speaking, which is right. He can cut off whatever he wants. We don't allow people to hurt themselves without getting the law involved, but we're allowing and pushing for this narrative. So let's see what this fellow says, because he is so close to understanding what's going to happen or what he did wrong at some point, and he misses it just barely. I don't know if this is an awakening for him, but he's about to understand. It seems like he's so close to getting it.
I know I constantly get on the internet and rave about positive things about my transition, but honestly, there have been some negative and some things that I regret. And you may not agree with some of the things that I regret as a trans person if you're trans, but these are my opinions. Number one regret that I have is not saving my swimmers. I was so young when I started transitioning. I was only 19 years old and I wasn't thinking far enough ahead into the future about kids, and I want to be a mom one day. Just a lesson learned, unfortunately, and I feel like younger generation needs to kind of think of these things.
You'll never be a mom. You don't have a uterus. You don't have ovaries. You don't have a cervix. You don't even have a real vagina. You can't be a mom. You don't even have the chromosomes. Biologically, your gender, your sex, is made during conception. Whatever cell hits the egg from that little swimmer that you talked about getting rid of, that's what defines your gender. You don't have another option in it. The rest of this is mental illness that we need to address. We let schizophrenics go about and just be crazy? No, we try to help them. We shouldn't hate these people at all, but we need to do something as a society. We owe it to the people, our children, to teach them better. They're going to be different. They're going to go through things. It's tough. Everything's tough. Life is hard. Trust me, I know. I know life is difficult. I know things were not easy for you. Things were never easy for me. I've never had an easy life. Nothing's ever just been handed to me. I understand things are tough, and people need to care about you, and I do care about you. But the first part of caring about you is to help you. And the only way I can help you is to let you know this needs to stop. And this can't be spread to everyone. This is normal. I'm sorry that you're having regrets about your choices. How am I supposed to apologize for that? How am I supposed to change reality around to met up with your fantasy? No matter what surgery you get done, you can't become a girl if you're a guy, and vice versa. All you can do is mutilate yourself and cause yourself more psychological damage. And the people that push that and support that and promote that, they're not your friend. They're not allies. They're your enemies, because they don't care about you. They care about their agenda. And that's disgusting to me. I want to defend you. I want to help you. The only way to know that you need help is to hear it and to understand there's something going on. Unfortunately, you've permanently mutilated your body to the point of no return. There's some things that can't just be undone. You're never going to get to be a mom. The fact that you even said you wanted to keep your swimmers at all, that's what makes your gender, your swimmers. It comes from your dad's side. I don't know what to tell you. It's actual science, not this delusion, not this imaginary stuff that you've brought up in your brain. I don't hate you. I don't have anything against you or anyone that feels this way. But there needs to be help involved. And we're not doing that as a society. We're leading you to be on your own with this trauma, and we're promoting it with whatever damage has been done to you or you're doing to yourself. We're promoting it as a society, and it needs to stop now. No one wants to hurt you. Well, I mean, I couldn't say that. Okay, some people definitely are weird. I want to help protect you, and I want to help defend you because you matter. You're an important person to someone. You can make a difference in this world. And this is coming from a person who hurts all the time. But you're valuable. But this delusion has to stop. You were so close to getting the point. You were right there. You were on the cusp of understanding what you did wrong and what was done to you and promoted to you. I don't know that you can reverse it. I know a lot of people detransition. You should absolutely detransition or stop right now. And if your kids are involved in it, California made a law saying you can't even get involved. Go to jail. Save your kids. Your kids are more valuable because they're the future. Children are sacred. We don't do that crap to them. We're not supposed to. 19 years old, you decided to be a girl, dude. Like, that's rough. People can say, "Oh, you struggle with it. You don't know. They, them, he is what he is. Struggled with things. Yes, he did. Everyone struggles with things. You want a fucking cupcake? Embrace the suck. Life is hard. Be you. But don't try to promote it as something that's good. This is not good. This is not normal. We need to stop promoting this and encouraging this behavior. Because we need to care about people. When you have a friend who does too much drugs, you tell them, hey, I'm not going to be part of your life if you're going to do this anymore. I'll be here for you when you try to recover, but I can't be privy to this. This is the same thing as anyone on any drug addiction or anybody with a mental illness. It needs to be addressed correctly, and we're not doing that. This poor guy is so close to grasping reality, and he's slipping so far from it. The next thing he talks about, he's going to go on to talk about wishing he got bigger butt lift and boobs. He already mutilated his face, grew his hair out, and look, man, I'm all for tattoos and piercings and stuff to a degree, but there's a limit. There's a time when it becomes self-destructive. I don't mind enhancements for people. I don't mind any of that. That's not my issue. But trying to pretend you're something you're not and taking that little cusp of reality and making that your entire personality, it's harmful to others that are struggling with whatever illness you're struggling with. Anyway, I'm going to get some heat over this one, and I don't care because it needs to be said. I'm Moon Juice Magic, and whether you're trans or otherwise, I love you in the face. But this is, we gotta watch out for our kids, man. This poor guy was a victim, and he did it to himself, too. It's crazy.